Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Before we dive into today's topic, if you are a fan of all things Nintendo, make sure you check out Nintendo Therapy, our podcast that digs deep into all things Nintendo every week. Subscribe, hit that bell, do all those YouTube things that you do so you don't miss out on the latest episodes and this extra content that we put out. Now, on a special YouTube only bonus episode, let's get into it. Did Wii Sports, the pack-in game that came with the Wii, help or hurt Nintendo's strategy? The game that everyone knows, everyone in their family played, and perhaps caused more video game injuries than any game in history. Let's take a closer look at how this game and its massive success might have changed the way Nintendo approaches its consoles today. From the Wii to the Switch, we're going to unpack whether Wii Sports was a blessing or a curse for Nintendo. So first off, let's just clarify what we mean by pack-in game. For those not familiar, a pack-in game is one that's bundled with a console at launch, and of course, it's used, or at least used to be used, as a way to get people excited about buying the hardware. We've seen it many times. Super Mario Bros. Came with the Nintendo, Super Mario World came with the Super Nintendo, and of course Wii Sports came with the Wii. What makes Wii Sports so special is that it was more than just a bonus game at the time. It was essentially the cornerstone of the Wii experience. Something that was seen as fresh, new, and innovative. A feeling that was lost by many by the time the Switch released Switch Sports, despite selling over 15 million copies. But let's take a step back now. How did this choice affect Nintendo? Now, let's talk about how Wii Sports actually shaped the Wii success. Reggie, Nintendo's president at the time, was very vocal about how crucial the game was. The team didn't just want Wii Sports to be a throwaway title, they knew it was going to be essential for showing off the Wii's unique motion controls and getting casual gamers or new gamers on board. Looking back, the Wii and Wii Sports go together as much as any other console and game probably in history. And who knows what would have happened if this game wasn't included with the console or didn't exist at all. By bundling Wii Sports with the console, they made sure every Wii owner could immediately jump into the motion-based fun, and you just had to be there at the time. Not only was it almost impossible to get a Wii initially, depending on where you lived in the world, it introduced so many non-gamers to gaming. So fun fact, our podcast, Nintendo Therapy, if you type in Nintendo Therapy into Google, you'll most likely see our posts, but also you'll most likely see people using Wii Sports for physical therapy or perhaps in retirement homes for physical therapy. Anyway, it helped the Wii sell over 100 million units globally, appealing to families, seniors, and casual gamers in a way no other console had before. While there were doubts by some at Nintendo, Wii Sports was the perfect showcase for the Wii's innovative hardware. But here's the catch. This kind of success didn't come out of nowhere. It wasn't just the Wii Sports that made the Wii a hit. It was the Wii's unique selling point, accessibility, fun for all ages, and a low price point. Along with strong first-party games, accessibility has been the next most important for Nintendo's recent success. However, it's clear that without Wii Sports, the console might not have had the same impact. Let's compare the Wii to the GameCube. For example, the GameCube didn't have a pack-in game, and it wasn't quite as accessible to casual gamers. With only around 21 million units sold worldwide, it was a far cry from the Wii success that would follow it. So, what's the lesson here? A solid pack-in game, like Wii Sports, can play a huge role in the console's early momentum. When the Wii was gearing up for its launch, there was an interesting internal debate within Nintendo about which game would be the perfect pack-in title. Initially, Wii Play was considered as a potential bundle with the system. Wii Play, for those who might not remember, was a collection of simple mini games designed around the Wii remote. It included games like shooting range, table tennis, and fishing, all of which could be enjoyed casually, but it didn't quite tap into the full potential of the Wii's groundbreaking motion controls. While Wii Play certainly showcased the Wii Remote in a fun and accessible way, it felt more like a sampler platter, just a collection of bite-sized experiences that didn't quite capture the essence of what the Wii could do. It lacked the depth and cohesive vision that could demonstrate the innovation of the hardware in a more compelling and cohesive way. Wii Sports was going to get people of all ages and backgrounds up and enjoying the new system. Wii Sports wasn't just a game. It was an experience designed to showcase the Wii's unique motion controls in the most intuitive and fun way possible. Each sport, whether it was tennis, baseball, or bowling, was crafted to immediately demonstrate the potential of the Wii Remote. And the beauty was in the simplicity. Wii Sports was accessible to virtually anyone, regardless of their age or their gaming experience. Do you like baseball? And can you swing your arms? You're good. Do you like boxing? And you can at least pretend to throw a punch? You can play. Although, if you were like me, you always got exhausted from playing Wii boxing. Reggie and the team at Nintendo knew that the Wii wasn't just aimed at hardcore gamers. They wanted to reach the entire family, non-gamers, even seniors. The motion controls had to feel intuitive and natural from the very first moment, and Wii Sports delivered that in spades. You didn't need to read a manual or watch a tutorial. You could just pick up the Wii Remote, swing it, and immediately feel like you were participating in the action. With Wii Sports, Nintendo created a perfect entry point for anyone who might have been intimidated by traditional gaming. There was no learning curve, just immediate, fun gameplay. It also helped that the game included multiple sports, offering a variety of experiences from the more competitive tennis matches to the relaxed atmosphere of bowling. Or was it relaxed? I don't know. Leave me a comment. It felt like a game anyone could enjoy, which was exactly what Nintendo wanted. But how many of those new gamers picked up another Wii game? The decision to choose Wii Sports as the pack-in game was a brilliant move because it didn't just rely on the novelty of motion controls. It made the controls an integral part of the game design, showcasing how they could enhance the fun and bring people together. Reggie and his team understood that the Wii needed to appeal to everyone, not just gamers, and Wii Sports did that better than any other title could have at the time. Let's fast forward a bit. After the Wii, Nintendo tried something similar with the Wii U by bundling Nintendo Land. However, that didn't work out as well as Wii Sports' strategy did. The Wii U, despite its bundled game, struggled because the console wasn't able to capture the same wide audience that the Wii did. While Nintendo Therapy is a fan of the Wii U, or at least Kevin and Sean are, I'm not really, there are many reasons why that system failed. We can't get into all of those today, so if you want to hear more about the Wii U, we've done entire segments of how the Wii U has failed, and subscribe to Nintendo Therapy. And then there's the Switch. Unlike the Wii, the Switch didn't come with any pack-in game. Nintendo's strategy shifted. Instead of relying on one game to sell the system, they focused on building an extensive library, letting software like Animal Crossing New Horizons and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe carry the system's success. And it worked. Focusing on first party titles and accessibility made the Switch one of the best selling consoles of all time. The takeaway here is Wii Sports isn't just a fluke. It set the stage for how Nintendo would approach their hardware sales moving forward. While it helped drive the Wii success, it also pushed Nintendo to rethink their strategy in later generations. But here's the million-dollar question, the question I wanted to get to all video. Was Wii Sports actually a blessing or a curse for Nintendo? Sure, it helped the Wii sell like hotcakes, sold over 150 million units worldwide. But it did also create a weird situation where the attach rate was low for other games. For example, Super Smash Bros. Brawl sold 13.3 million units, while Zelda Twilight Princess only sold 7.5 million units. Very good, but in comparison to the install base and the comparison of the success of the pack-in game Wii Sports, it's not nearly as good. In some ways, it's like Wii Sports almost became the default game for the system, overshadowing all others. This high hardware attach rate was great for Nintendo's bottom line, but didn't necessarily boost their overall game library the way they hoped for this generation. While it was a success, it was perhaps the last successful packing game for Nintendo ever. We'll see in the next generation. And that's no good for consumers. Who doesn't like free stuff? Looking back now, it's clear Nintendo learned a lot from the Wii and Wii Sports. While the Switch takes a lot of inspiration from the Wii, the Switch has proven that packing games aren't always the magic bullet they once seemed to be. While Wii Sports was an essential part of the Wii success and the whole Wii experience, it also taught Nintendo to prioritize software diversity and marketability with the Switch, a system that has 99 titles with a million or more sales and some of the best-selling games of all time. So, what do you think? Was Wii Sports a brilliant move, or did it unintentionally kill off the idea of pack-in games for good? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out all of our Nintendo Therapy content and podcasts. Thank you so much for your time today, and we will see you next time.